Hi, good morning, everyone. Today we will see in this session. Yesterday we have seen text data type. Along with that, we understood everything about data types. Today we will create data types, remaining 18 data types are there. We will create them practically and we will see. We have created one object called data type for our practice. In the data type, we have created go to fields and relationships, see what are the fields available there. This is the text data type we have created. This is the first one. So what I want to do is I want to edit this. Let me check I can change name or not. Here text data type is there. For this I want to keep 01. It is showing be careful when changing the label as it may affect existing merge templates. So we don't have any other templates. That's why nothing to worry. Just click on save. Be careful when changing the name is may affect integrations. So we don't have any templates and integrations. That's why nothing to worry about that. What it is showing, the custom field may not name you provided 01 on the object data type can only contain alphanumeric characters. Check. It won't allow numeric characters. We cannot give numeric numbers for labels. So what I want to do is instead of that 1_1 text dot. Now it allowed. So one text data type. So now our question is, does Salesforce allow numeric does Salesforce allow numerics in for field names, object names? It can be labels as well. No, it won't allow. So these are the functional things we have to remember. These are the very important things to understand. Sometimes suddenly they will ask, can you give numeric label for field name or object? No, it won't. So now and clear, create new field. Text area we have to select now. Text area, it allows up to 255 characters on separate lines. Text is, it allows in single line, but it allows multiple lines. You can enter data in multiple lines. Like this. In text, you can enter everything in single line. It won't go to, you have to enter like this only. It won't allow to enter in second line. After completing this, then only you can go to next line. Automatically Salesforce allows to go to next line. But here you can enter ABC, then you can come down you can enter default, you can enter 1, 2, 3 KK like this. In different lines, you can enter data. We see what are the properties are there for text area. Total 8 properties are there for text. For text area, we will see how many are there. These are the 4 common properties. There is no length property here. See, it will allocate 255 characters. Now, 2 text area. Description. Text area. To store data in separate store and not required. Just use text area field, help text. Enter 255 characters in separate lines. Separate lines are allowed. Is it required? You give required. I am not giving required. If you give required, we have to fill that value. So let me give required. If we give required every time, we have to enter data. I am not giving required. You give while creating the field. Then click next. In the next screen, what we get? Field level security. Select for all the profiles. If you select this, it will be selected for all the profiles. We will see about read only later. That security concept will come. This is the page layout, data type page layout. If you want to add, you can add. If you don't want to add, you can uncheck this. We want to add this field. Remember these screens. We create so many fields now. By that time, we have to understand what are the properties and what are the screens we are getting. Now, 2 text area field is created. This is of 255 characters. Now, if you want to enter data for it, go to data type tab, data types tab. There we can enter that. Create node. Now, how many will come? Total 3. One is while creating the object. Second one is yesterday we have created for text. Data type name, text area. Text data type. We can enter data in single line. Take any data. So there it allows in first line we have given only 15 characters. Try to type anything here. It allows only 15 characters. We have copied a lot of data, but it is not allowing that. It is allowing only 15 characters. This is the text data type. I am just entering for our understanding. That's it. Something, anything you can enter. Here 255 characters are allowed. Have copied in different lines. Even if you allocate 255 characters for this, it won't allow multiple lines. After completing this line only, it will allow. But here you can do whatever the way you want. Here we have copied this line till this line, then this one, second line, third line, like this. We have displayed many lines. Then click on save. So this is showing like this. This is the text data type, text area. This is the data type name we have given, text area. So logically, I am writing this. I hope you understand this. Why I am creating like this. If you create in the same way, you will not have any confusion. You will understand each and every data type. Next one is text area long. It allows up to 1,31,072 characters in separate lines. Here there are three properties. Length property for text area, length property is not there. I think we have paired. Number of lines visible, scrolling option, and required checkbox for text area. For text area long, we have these properties. It allows 1,31,072 characters in separate lines. See those properties. Go to Object Manager. Here, create new. Check properties because for every release there might be change. Text area long. Next. This is the first step to select this. In the second step, we have to enter details of field label 3. Text area long. So by default, it is giving 32,768. So we can give maximum of 1,31,072. This field name, field label, field name, description, help text is common. And other properties is length property, how many lines you want to see in the screen. These two are the additional properties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 properties are there. 4 are the common properties for every data type. How many lines you want to see in the screen? Visible lines. This is one another property. And this is the length, another property. Total 6 properties are there. Text area long. Allows or enter data in separate lines. We can enter data separate lines. By default, it has given 32,768. We don't want that much. I will give only 500 characters. 500 characters. So 3 lines will be visible. We can change it. We can make it 2. If you want to see other data, you have to scroll down. This is for field level security, visible to all profiles. Click next. Save. 4 steps are there. So 3 text area long we have got it. Go here. Go to data types. Click new. Why it has not come? Text area long 3 we should get. This is not yet updated here. So still not updated, it will update. We will see that. It takes some time to update. So third one, text area long is finished. Next one is text area rich. Here it will allows user to enter formatted text. You can give font, colors, style, alignment. You can add images. You can add links as well. While writing email, if you want to have, if you see any job description in Naukri or something, they will align in different way. So for that kind of things, for job description, we can use. For writing cover letters, for writing resumes, we can use this text area rich. Create text area rich and see what are the fields available, properties available for that. Text area rich. Properties length, visible lines. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 properties are there. 4 properties. Field label, field name, description, help text is common for all data types. Length and visible lines it is showing here. So we can, by default it is showing these many characters. Let us keep this only. And how many lines you want to see? 25 lines. Description, text area rich. So it allows, you can take this description. You can take this description and copy here in help text. Save this. Go to next. This is the first screen to enter the details about field. Second step. Third is the field level security. Fourth is the page layout. Then click. By the time we finish this data types, we should be able to remember all the screen names. Which screens we get? Where is that? 4. Text area rich. You got this. Then try to refresh here. Let us see we got that or not. Still not done. We'll create and we will see later. Create all data types. We'll enter data at that time. Because if you try to enter data now, so these are the 2 options: number of lines visible and the length. Other than these properties, 6 properties are there for text area rich. Length also available. Total 6 properties. Next one is the checkbox. allows user to select a true, checked or false, false or true. If you give checkbox, we can select. If you select it, it indicates true. If you do not select, it will be false. Only option is one default option. Whether you want to use which one by default you want to get, it will be unselected. If you use this default option as select, always it will be true. So create checkbox. Next, first step is to select the field type, data type. Second one is file, checkbox. Here default value, if you check this, default value is checked. Usually we should not give this. We have to give unchecked always. If you want to check, we can check. End user, if they want to check it, they can check. That's why we select it as unchecked. That time it will not be checked. Take that. Description. For gender, we can give male and female. That time we can use checkbox. Rather giving pick list, we can give checkbox. Only two options are available. For that kind of things, we can use checkbox option. This is the field level security, step 3. Next one is page layout. Click save. Only one property is there. Other than 4 properties, default option. Whether you want to select it or you want to unselect it. Whenever we are creating object as well, in the third screen, we will get users and profiles. While creating the field as well, we are getting this screen. Next option, we will get in which application you want. This is the fourth screen while creating the object. But while creating the field, we get 4 screens. First one is to select. See this. We get only this. We don't get applications because field is at object level. Object is at application level. That's why it won't give this select application options while creating the field. What screens we get while creating object and field? If you answer all these questions, then you are clear with all these sessions. Otherwise, you don't have clarification. You need to go through recordings again. I hope you are answering these questions after completing the session. So next, date. Allows user to enter date or pick a date from the pop-up calendar. For date of birth, for joining date, for this kind of things, we use this date option. Create that field. Create new. select. The first step, we are selecting the field type. The first field, select date, click next. Then field label, 6, date, description, close, date. Help text, you can copy from here. So here one mandatory field, whether you want to make it required or not. Only one additional field other than these 4 properties required. I'm not checking required now here. Then click next. The next step, we have field level security. Select for all profiles. In the next screen, page layout. By default, it is selected. Just click on save. Now it is taking time to create fields here. What we will do is we will go to Schema Builder now. Remaining fields we will create. So it will be done very quickly. From time to go to Schema Builder, in the setup, here setup option already showing. You can click on this. Go to Schema Builder. Here on, now pick find data type. If you select that, it came here. Whatever data types we have created, 5 till 5 it came, 6 date also it came here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data types we have created till now. All those data types it is showing. 7th one, time we have to create now. Time is to enter local time. We can enter in these formats, 1, 2, 3, 4 formats we can enter. All these are valid times for this field. Only additional property other than common 4 properties is required checkbox. The Schema Builder, go to elements. Now we want to add a date. Just drag and drop here. It is asking field label 7. Date. Description. Enter date. So you can copy help description from here. This format we can enter. So default value not giving anything, required also I am not giving. If you give required, then immediately it will show. Otherwise, you have to select from page layout. When we are creating from Schema Builder, this field immediately won't show in the page layout. You have to go to page layout and select that field, arrange that field in the page layout. If you give required, immediately it will affect. That is the difference when we are creating field from Object Manager and Schema Builder. We have given already that question in the previous session. Again, I am writing here. If we create field using Schema Builder, if in case if we don't give, if we do not make the field required, will the field immediately populated in page layout? No. If you make it required, if we create field using Schema Builder, in case if we make the field required, will the field immediately populated in page layout? This is yes, this is no. So I am not making this as required right now. Save. Six. Okay. Now seventh one, that is the about date. Next, data time we have given. Time, I think we have given time. We have mistaken or what? 7 date. Eighth one we have created. I have given time or date. Date I have given or what? 6 we have created date. Time we are talking about. Where did this? This is not date. 7 time. Okay. Enter time. Seven fields we have created. Now eighth one is date time. This is allows user to enter date and time. This is called timestamp. Whenever we do billing or we do any bank transaction, it will give timestamp. It will give both date and time. In such cases, we use timestamp. For transactions, we use this. If you do any transaction, if we call customer care, that time we have to, they use this field, because when we call, they have to capture both the date and time. Drop here. 8 date time. Field name, date time, description, date time. Next, help text. Pick enter date time or pick a date from a pop-up calendar. If you want to enter manually, you can enter, or if you select it from pop-up, then automatically it will take current date and time. Default value I'm not giving. I'm not giving as required. Click on save. 8, date and time. You have got this here. Next one is number. It will allow to enter any numbers along with decimal digits. Along with decimal digits. Here leading zeros are removed. We'll see how it will be. What properties it has. Total 18 digits are allowed after decimal. It will have total 9 properties, 5 properties here and 4 are the common properties for all data types. Length, number of decimal digits, required checkbox, unique checkbox, external ID checkbox. This is the 9th one, number. Drop here. 9, number. Description, number. In the help text, you can copy here what it allows. Default value, I am not giving anything. Number of digits to the left of the decimal point. Left of the decimal point means left side. How? This is the dot decimal point. How many here? 18 digits. It allows 18 digits here, left side. Length is 18 digits maximum. Decimal places. How many decimal points you want here? Maximum 5. It is the maximum of 18 characters it allows after decimal point, right side, left and right side. It allows 5. Maximum it allows 5 only. That means you can enter like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, total 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this you can enter. "18 digits at the left side and 5 digits at the right side after decimal point. Before decimal point, 18 digits are allowed. If you don't want 18 digits, how many you want? You can mention here. I want only 5 here. I want only 2 here. That time it allows only 5 digits in the left side, 2 in the right side. We have another required. I am not giving. Unique. It will not allow duplicate values if you enter unique. External ID. If you are getting this data from external system, that time you use this. So I am not getting from external ID. Total how many properties? 4 are the common properties. There is no default value. I am not giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you consider default value, it is 6 properties. Then click on save. Our question is now, how many max number of digits are allowed before decimal before decimal and after decimal. 18 digits before decimal point and 5 digits after decimal points. So that is done. Ninth one. Next one is text encrypted. So for credit cards and bank account numbers, they don't display all the numbers. They display in encrypted format. If you take Aadhaar number, they will show only last 4 digits. If you take social security number in US, they show last 4 numbers. If you say take any credit card or bank account number, they show last 4 digits. Remaining digits, they will mask with star or into mark. So here, when we are creating this field, it will ask mask type. If it is password, it is star. If it is credit card, into marks. Which character you want? Star or X into symbol you want? So text encrypted, 10th one is. Select the text encrypted. Text encrypted. We can't read 10. 10 text encrypted, description, text encrypted. Copy this. Enter any combination of letters and numbers and store them in encrypted form. So how much length you want? Length, how much you want here? I want 12 characters. Mask type. You want to mask all characters or credit card number, social security number, last 4 characters clear, social insurance number, national insurance number. So we don't know which details we will give. If you know field label, if it is credit card number, you can give credit card number. If field label is credit card, you can give it. If it is social security, you can give it. We don't know it. So last 4 characters we will make it clear. Means it will we show to last 4 characters we will display. Remaining 8 characters we won't display. Which character you want? Star or into? 2 options it is showing. What are the different mask types available here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By default, they are providing 6 mask types. In this credit card is there. It is as for US, they are giving social insurance number, so social security number. In India, we have Aadhaar. If you want to do it programmatically, you have to include that in mask type. Aadhaar, PAN card, passport. If you want to include, you can do. But in admin, we cannot do it. Programmatically, we have to do it. Visual Force page and Apex we have to use it. So I am masking last 4 characters. Mask character I am giving into. So it will display like this. If we give star, it will do like this. If it is a password, it is looking good. If it is account number or other, it will be like this. So better to give X. This is the text encrypted. Next one. Percent. In the percent, if you want to give percentage, how much percentage we are getting, how much stock is presented, how much percentage stock is presented, how much percentage sales was done, that time we can give this. So here length property is there, number of decimals, how many you want, required checkbox. We create that percent. Drag and drop here. It is the 11th one. 11. Description plus. Help text. Copy from here. Enter a 18 digits number. This is 18 digit maximum. Here it allows maximum of 5. We don't use 5, just 2. Might be percentage also, we use maximum of 3. And no default value if I am not giving required. So these are the 4 common properties. 1, 2, 3. 3 are the other properties. Total 7. 7 properties. Then click on save. 11% we got here. Next one is currency. Currency allows users to enter dollars or other currency amount and automatically formats the field as currency amount. This can be useful if you export data. Here in the percentage, you don't need to mention percentage. Automatically it will give percent symbol for this field. If you enter 99.99, automatically it will give 99.99%. It will give like this. You don't need to enter percent. Automatically it will give. In the same way, currency as well, you have to give only number. It will give automatically dollar symbol if it is currency is in dollar. So currency value is prefixed with configured currency symbol. We can change the currency. It will allow maximum 18 digits. How to change current currency? Whenever we create account, by default, it will come as US dollar. Go to setup. If you want to see currency, that is in the company profile, company information. Go to setup. company profile will be there. In administrator, you can go to company information. In the company information, we can see currency. See currency local, it is US dollars. It is in US dollars right now. If you want to change it, you have to edit this. Click on edit. So default local is United States. You can change it INR. Where is INR? Indonesia is there. Say they have given Gujarati India. I don't know why they have given like this. You can change it to Gujarat India. You can change time zone. Here Kolkata should be there. Kolkata will be there. Plus 5:30 we have. Asia Kolkata. We can change it. So it will give this. So enabling this preference can increase the compilation style of existing formulas that contain date value function. Before enabling this preference in production, use the formula editor in the sandbox to make sure formulas that contain date value function will compare fewer than 500 characters. This we will see when we get sandbox concept. So if you change this is the time and this is the currency. INR. Here also it might be Gujarat. In the first section, we have given time related. Here in the currency, now we are seeing, see Gujarati INR. If you change to INR, now it will consider as INR. You can activate multiple currencies as well. If you activate this, we have to be very careful. Once you are done with activating multiple currencies, this you can change. But if you activate multiple currencies, we have to be very careful. Once we are done with your arc, we cannot change it back. If your client is in India, we can make it INR. If he is in US, we can make it NZ. If they are in both, we have to activate multiple currencies. Once you are activated multiple currencies, you cannot turn off it. Even if you close the branch in other location, you cannot turn off it. So we have to be careful. So I am not making any changes now. I am canceling this. Or if you save it, it will give INR and this local time. for this application. I'm not saving this. So it is showing United States. If you change it, changing the corporate currency changes the only currency same all your existing years. No conversion rates are applied. It will change only number. If you give $10 before, it has to calculate 10 into 70, 700 INR. It won't give. So that's why whenever we are changing this currency, we have to be very careful. They have given default records 13 with dollars. If you change it, it will just give INR. It won't change. It won't apply conversion rates. It is changed to this INR. So here default zone is showing this. If you want to do this, both we have to do. We have to change local time and you have to change currency as well. Then logically it will be correct. For other records, whatever the records are available, for that only symbol will change. No conversion rate is applied. So now this is the 12th one, right? Currency is 12 currency. Drag and drop here. So like this, we can create many fields in the schema builder. It is easiest way to create. In compared to object manager, schema builder is easy. Right. I hope you are on there. I have some internet issue here. It is connected back. You can hear. It is back. Schema builder. the schema builder. Yeah.
Sir, a screen share.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. You can see, right? You can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So bring now, go to elements, type currency, bring drag and drop currency. This is the 12th one. Currency. Description is currency. Help text you can copy from here. Copy help text. Then length 18 characters. We might have 10 characters. Decimals are 2. I'm not giving required. So these are the properties. These are the 4 common properties. Length, decimal, required. These are the 3 other properties. 7 properties total. Required unique checkbox is there. It is not shown unique checkbox. Total 7 are there. So next 13th one is URL. URL means allows users to enter any valid website. You can enter website address. If you have any website address, then you can enter that. 13th one. Where is URL? Field label. 13 URL. Description. URL. You can enter any website address. These are the 4, and this is the required. Only one other property is that you can save. That is the URL. Email, email. Email is to enter email address. You have to enter in this format. If you don't enter @ it won't allow. It has required checkbox, unique, and external ID checkbox. And next one is phone number. This is to enter phone number with or without country. So the properties available. 7 properties are available for phone number. Then we have pick list value. We'll see this now. First complete this email and phone number. 14 email, description email, help text, enter email, email in @ format. When it is existed or it doesn't exist, it won't to care, but we have to enter in this format. So this is 4 properties, and these are the 7 properties total. Click on save. 14 one. And 15th one is phone number. Where is phone? Yeah, this is phone. 15 enter one with or without country. So this required property is there. These are the 4 common properties required. So these are the 15 data types. Next we will see pick list, multi-pick list, geolocation, and auto number in Monday class. So this you have to create 15 fields using different data types for each field. Observe the properties for each data types and use screen. These are the questions we have given here. So observe everything and do this practice. Okay. From Monday, we are starting new batches.